Let's go. Let's roll. It's your turn. I'm about to take you there. I'm lightning like Steve McQueen. I'm in the fast lane when the light turns green. And I built tough, I ain't nothing but grit. Cause I made rugged blood, sweat, and spit. Yeah, like a horse I fly. Better push yourself in for a bumpy ride. I like to play hard, but I work harder. And I weather the storm cause I'm built stronger. I was born to run. I was built to last. I was made for speed. Cause I was born fast. Born to run. Born to ride.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Daniel here, 395 Junkie, Tish, aka Mama Goose, right here, and Isabella, my sous chef, is in the back. And who you can't see behind Mama Goose is Dolly. And obviously, this is a little different angle than what you guys are used to. We are not in Bele, my 2016 Jeep Wrangler. She is at home resting in the driveway. Everything is well with her. She's just entering her golden years, so we added a new rig to the fleet. And this video is going to be about introducing you guys to this vehicle. We'll do a little walk around, talk about it a little bit. We're all going up to Mammoth as a family for the weekend. We're going up early. Today's Thursday. But all of us will be together, and not going to be shooting a whole lot of video of that. A lot of this is just going to be about introducing the new rig. And I know it's been a while since you've seen us, and like you guys, we've got a family, you've got a family, life gets really busy, and it's been really busy for us. Yes. But I thought, getting this truck and introducing it to the channel is a great opportunity to get out. Things are starting to slow down a little bit on our end, so hopefully we'll get a bunch of fall camping in and maybe some more at the end of the summer. But for now, we're headed up to 395, and we will catch you guys up there and show you what we got. Alright guys, so we made it to Mammoth. Thanks for watching the video again. We appreciate it. It's been a while since we've been out. If you're unfamiliar with the channel, I'm Daniel with 395 Junkie. I often go overlanding with my wife Tish, aka Mama Goose. You guys can find her and I on Instagram as well. This trip, normally we're in our 2016 Jeep JK. And so if you're a Jeep fan, still stick with the channel because we still have our Jeep at home. We're going to be overlanding with her as well. And on this trip, we're introducing the brand new rig. Welcome to the 2024 Chevy Colorado Bison ZR2. What makes this rig so special is that it comes from the factory with a ton of modifications, which we're going to get into right now. Alright, so to begin with, from the factory, it is a collaboration with AEV, American Expedition Vehicles. Some of the items that you're going to get on the Bison, as opposed to just the regular ZR2, is you're going to get these AEV steel stamped bumpers got the AEV stamps on it. You got some recovery hooks on both sides in the front, as well as you also have a winch mounting plate for the future whenever I want to add a winch onto this pig. So, alright guys, so on the side here, one of the most obvious things here, you got these 35-inch tires. These are Goodyear all-terrains, and as well as some 17-inch beadlock capable AEV alloy wheels, and of course these extended fender flares, which gives you a little bit more clearance. Speaking of clearance, there's some numbers here that I haven't quite memorized yet, but I wanted to go over them with you because they're quite impressive. When it comes to angles and clearances, it's got best-in-class 38.2 degree approach angle, 26 degree departure angle, and I'll get into a little bit more about how we achieved that in just a little bit. It's got a 26.9 degree breakover angle, and best-in-class 12.2 inches of ground clearance. And there's some other features behind this wheel and tire right now. So let me get the camera, I'll get some B-roll, and I'll show you up close and personal what exactly we're talking about. So basically what we have is we have Multimatic spool valve shocks, hydraulic jounce absorbers, and locking front and rear diffs, which is going to give you that extra traction you need whenever you're doing some more rock crawling or getting into some pretty nasty terrain. So let's make our way to the back here. I'll show you some more of the features that I want to go over with you. One of the most obvious things, which a lot of people are going to have an issue with, is I'll have my lovely wife show you guys the bed. And in order to get those ground clearances and the angles we were talking about, you're going to have to deal with this 35-inch tire that's mounted in the bed of the truck. And I know what some of you guys are thinking. It takes up majority, not majority, but it takes up a really good portion of the bed. And that is too bad for people that are going to use this as, a work truck or, going back and forth to Home Depot. That's not our plan. Our plan is to build this out in a way that that's going to be relocated, which hopefully in a future video or so, I'll be able to explain a little bit more where we're putting that tire and how it's getting moved out of the way. So on the rear here, again, you have the AEV stamped steel bumpers. You got some more recovery hooks. It is rated to tow up to about 6,000 pounds, which we don't plan on ever doing any of that. This is one of about 7 different camera angles that you have that's available to be seen inside the cab, which we'll show you that in just a little bit. But in the back here, spray-in bed liner, which is, again, probably not going to help us a whole lot for what our purposes are going to be. This is a pretty cool feature right here. This is just some storage for, some tie-down strap, whatever else you want to put in here. So you can see it's a decent amount of room. It doesn't, it doesn't waste a whole lot of space. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to use this for, or if we're going to use it. All right, guys. So the Bison, it comes with only one engine option, which I had a lot of concerns about. I was hoping for the diesel, but they didn't carry it over and offer that as an option this year. So what it has under the hood is a 2.7 liter turbo 4-cylinder engine. It puts out about 310 horsepower and 430 foot-pounds of torque. Let's show you guys the inside, some of the features that the Bison offers, and we'll get this walk around wrapped up. So one of the first things you'll notice on the Bison is this yellow stitching on the gray leather, and of course, being AEV, it's got the AEV embroidered seats in the front, air conditioning seats, heated steering wheel, and all kinds of other features. So let's jump in here and give you guys a look. But before we get any further on the inside, let's take a quick little break and give a special shout out to MK Smith Chevrolet for helping us get this purchase done. This place has a lot of history with Tish and I. In fact, this is where I met her, and Jason Davis here is the general manager, which we'll get more into that a little bit. But Jay, how long ago, do you remember when Tish and I first started dating here?
Oh boy, I do remember that. It's a long time ago.
Started actually as a lot porter. I remember washing this guy's car and the owners, and I loved it. It was a great place to start a family, and the Smith family that owns the place, they've owned it for how many years now, Jay?
Boy, they originally started it in 1941. Still family owned and operated. 3rd generation owners now running it. It's a very community oriented dealership, and it's a great place to work at, and it's a great place to buy a car from.
Yeah, in fact, I remember, I don't know how many cars I bought after I left here. I worked here for about 9 years, but even after I've left, this is the only place we go to buy Chevys. I send a ton of people down here. All of you guys really appreciate the recommendations and referrals that I give out. And so if you're in the market for a new car or truck or service department or body shop, making recommendations to car dealerships are very dangerous. I will absolutely sign my name on this one, guys. If you're in the market, I wanted to introduce personally to you guys Jason Davis, who is the general manager of MK Smith Chevrolet in Chino. Come down here, ask for Jason, and he's going to hook you guys up with a very fair deal. No pressure. If you guys need service or warranty work or parts, you can go there direct. But when it comes to new cars or used cars for that matter, come see Jay. I've known him for nearly 3 decades. I've known the Smith family since I was in 4th grade. I'm family friends with them. And I know Jay's going to take real good care of you guys. So Jay,
Yep.
thanks so much for hooking me
my
up.
pleasure.
But for now, we'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, guys, we're back. Let's jump into the front here and show you the rest of the features and creature comforts that I don't think I've ever had an off-road vehicle, which so far it's been really nice. So inside you got that yellow stitching I was talking about, leather seats, power. It's got the power lumbar. I mean, look at this layout on this truck. It is something special. Chevy did a really nice job with this layout. You've got your 4-wheel drive control right here, shifter, parking brake, and these screens that are on this thing are absolutely incredible. All right, guys, so hopefully you can hear me pretty clearly. Got the air conditioning on. 86 degrees currently up here in Mammoth, so just bear with me a little bit here. We'll go through all this stuff. This screen over here, it's got a lot of different options that you can go to cycle through. You got one touch for your headlights. That's always right there in that area. You've got your Apple CarPlay right there. You've got Google Maps at your control. All your radio controls are there. This is kind of like a screen where you can share it with 2 different apps. And then, of course, your home screen is where you access a lot of the different options when it comes to, say, your off-road modes. It has Baja, shows you all your angles, steering angle, where your transfer case. You have a terrain option, which is just more of off-roading and, you know, getting into some rocks, doing a little bit of rock crawling. And then there's an overlanding option here too, where it shows you current elevation, where you're at, gives you your compass. This one here, this gives you all the camera angles that are available. There you can see Tish walking by. These are your front and rear. There's your front, and there's your rear. You've got kind of an overhead from the front, overhead on the rear. And you've got that's in front on the sides for spotting when you're going over rocks on each side, as well as the rear tires right there. And then, of course, you've got the overall right there, kind of switches it back and forth. That's got a trailer mode. If you have a trailer hooked up, that camera will work. And then there's one more camera mode right there, which is basically the rear of the rig that goes straight down to kind of show whenever you're clearing the rocks. But here you got your ventilated seats, heated seats, all your air conditioning, passenger, driver, and then air conditioning speed. Here are your lockers. You got your rear locker there. This is your front and rear locker. This is to disable the auto start, which drives us crazy. It's got the lane keeping option, so when you're driving on the highway, it'll make sure you stay within the lanes. You got an auxiliary button there, and then it's got one-touch windows. As soon as you push this down, all 4 windows will go down at the same time. Auto charger, and again, these are all your different modes for 4-wheel drive. Emergency brake there, and all the other creature comforts that every car has. I mean, I guess what really makes the Bison stand out, if you're gonna kind of sum it all up, is gonna be those front and rear lockers and all these different camera views that you get available with the Bison. So, all right, guys, I'm not sure how great this video is gonna turn out because I got Mama Goose recording while I am keeping a very decently sped pace going up and down this ridge. Big bump. Ugh. And we're just crawling up some rocks right now. And dear, how would you say this compares to the Jeep?
It's a lot smoother, a lot quieter.
I think that's the difference between coilovers in the front on this truck and the independent front suspension. But this thing, it just handles really good. And in case you're wondering, this is the Trail to Nowhere in Mammoth, just outside the city of Mammoth. We did this about a year or so ago with the Mama Goose's Jeep and Bele. But we're not going to go as far as we did last time. We're going to turn around right here. up here a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go back down at probably a little quicker pace just to give you an idea how well it performs. All right, so there it goes. That's a difference. Even if four-wheel low, it still wanted to spin the rear tires because there's no weight in the back. So that's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind. Probably even a better turning radius than Bele. And these cameras do awesome for seeing what's on the trail in front of me and behind me. But ready, dear? Mm-hmm. Let's go. And here we go. Oh, big bumps. And handling it, just eating it up. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this video. I know it was quick, there's not a whole lot of overlanding, but we're up here. We're going to spend a lot of good quality family time. As often as the 5 of us gets out is pretty rare, so we're going to make the most of it when the girls come up tomorrow. Today we're just going to kind of hang out and finish up, but hopefully you enjoyed the walk around video. Tell everybody what you think of our new ZR2.
I love it. I might have to steal it from you every now and then.
Yeah.
It's so comfortable inside. It's smooth and quiet, and it's just great. So far, so good. And it's only going to get better.
So what do you want to tell everybody who's our Jeep viewers that are concerned they're never going to see Jeep content again?
Oh, I would say don't worry. That is not a concern.
Yeah, Belle's like part of the family. She is built to overland. She is built to do some of the harder trails that I don't think I would take the ZR2 on just yet.
And Bele has a higher clearance, I believe,
yes,
than the truck, so she can get to more places, I think.
Yeah, there's going to be some trails that we're not going to want to do with the ZR2, at least for a while. And for all of those new subscribers to the channel, that may be Tacoma or Ford Ranger or Nissan, whatever it is that you have, or other ZR2 or just Colorados, welcome to the channel. We're going to be expanding to whole different types of content now that we have the pickup truck, as well as the Jeeps for everybody that is currently watching. One last thing I want to let everybody know, overlanding for warriors. Dear, what's overlanding for warriors?
This is our annual event that we put on to raise funds for our amazing military and veterans especially. We've donated all of our funds to Tunnel to Towers and Wounded Warrior Project. So we kind of flip back and forth. So this year we might, I don't think you've made a decision yet.
I think I have. I think this year we're most likely going to go back to Wounded Warriors program. We're probably going to flip-flop between the two of them each year.
Yeah, they're both great organizations that we love to help fund for our veterans. So.
Yep. So if you've been to one of those events, or you've heard about them, or you want to know more about them, you can go to previous years on the channel. I'll leave some links to those videos below in this description. But there's not a whole lot of details to share with you guys right now. Just know we've already got the place reserved. It will be Veterans Weekend from Friday to Monday. So keep an eye on our Instagram and on this YouTube channel, and we'll be rolling out more information on how you guys can get your tickets. But I promise this year is going to be bigger and better, and we're going to continue to grow this thing, and we appreciate all the support. And for now, we're signing off. We're going to enjoy Mammoth with the family, and we will catch you guys up on the next trip. Adios.
Bye.